Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this evening's WPSL Heartland Division matchup between Oklahoma City FC and your Sunflower State FC Sunnies. We're coming here tonight from Kansas City on a matchup between Oklahoma City, who comes in here sitting atop the table in the Heartland Division with a perfect 4-0-0 record, coming off a big win 5-1 versus FC Wichita. Sunflower coming into this game currently sitting in 6th in the Heartland Division and searching for their first points of the season here this evening against the table toppers. Get the starting lineups to you here before we welcome the teams out here, starting with the visitors. Oklahoma City FC is coached by Danny Gibson and Niall Crick. And starting for Oklahoma City this evening, in goal is number 1, Callie Sullivan. Callie will be joined on the field by number 3, Landry Alley, number 7, Katie Jones, number 8, Riley Howard, number 9, Kiera Stevens, number 12, Molly Shepard, number 13, Hannah Montoya, number 14, Sabrina Guzman, number 25, Kiki Smith, number 27, Narissa Foltz, and number 31, Jaslyn Ferguson. And for Sunflower State FC, led, of course, by Coach Jose Ramos, starting in goal for the Sunnies, number 99, Hannah McFarlane. Number 2, Jimena Arnaud. Number 3, Akaya Day. Number 4, Natalie Jones. Number 7, Lara Torres. Number 9, Genevieve Hull. Number 10, Tata Teixeira. Number 14, Cannon Ozaki. Number 18, Alexis Mitchell. Number 22, Amelia Zalesio. And number 24, Momoka Kinoshita. We'll have the players out here shortly for the presentation of the starters as well as the national anthem, and then we will get you ready for kickoff here on the second game of this Sunflower Soccer Saturday doubleheader, as we just watched the men defeat Springfield FC 3-2, and we will back with you shortly here to see if the women can do the same. Thank you as always for tuning in. Starting for the visitors, in goal, number 1, Callie Sullivan. Number 3, Landry Allen. Number 7, Katie Jones. Number 8, Ryan Howell. Number 9, Kiera Stevens. Number 12, Molly Shepard. Number 13, Hannah Montoya. Number 14, Sabrina Guzman. Number 25, Kiki Smith. Number 27, Marissa Foltz. And number 31, Jaslyn Ferguson. And for your Sunflower State FC, in goal, number 99, Hannah McFarland. Number 2, Amina Arno. Number 3, Akaya Day. Number 4, Natalie Jones. Number 7, Laura Torres. Number 9, Genevieve Hole. Number 10, Tata Teixeira. Number 14, Cannon Ozaki. Number 18, Alexis Mitchell. Number 22, Amelia Zalessia. And number 24, Momoka Kinoshita. At this time, we ask you to rise if you are able to face the flag with one of our national. And we welcome you all back in here to tonight's broadcast for this WPSL Heartland Division matchup between Oklahoma City FC and your Sunflower State FC Sunnies. We're coming to you live this evening from Kansas City, Missouri, here at Pembroke Hill School on a cloudy, humid evening here as Sunflower State looks to get their season started for real here with their first points after opening the season here with 3 defeats. Coach Jose Ramos and his team will be looking to make a statement against Oklahoma City FC, who comes into tonight's contest sitting atop the Heartland Division table with a perfect 4-0-0 record, including 13 goals scored and only 2 conceded so far this season. So it'll be a tough task for the Sunnies this evening, but there's no better opportunity for a statement of intent than to knock off the team sitting atop the table who has been just about dominating every game they've played this season. And it's a clear 2-man race at the top of the table between Oklahoma City and the current 2, who haven't played each other so far this season, but important game for Oklahoma City as well, who are sitting at the top of the table because the current have drawn 1 game. And a great opportunity for them here to extend that lead atop the table as they will attack your screen from left to right in the all blues. The Sunnies in their home all yellows will be going from right to left as the teams get their final preparations underway here. And we'll bring kickoff to you momentarily on this WPSL action. As the referee blows the whistle and gets us underway here at Pembroke Hill, as McFarland will get Sunflower started here. Laura Torres on the ball. Sunflower going to lose out here as Oklahoma City look to break down the right-hand side here, but just unable to bring that under control. And it'll be Kinoshita with the throw-in for Sunflower, the Indian Hills Community College product. As Torres takes it in, finds Tata, who tries to flick it on. Ball's going to fall here to Jimena Arnaud, but just unable to quite bring that in, and ball's going to ping a little bit around here in the midfield and eventually take the last touch off of Genevieve Hull for an OKC throw. As a bit of a frantic start to the game here for two teams who come in here sitting opposite sides of the table, but with very similar intents this evening to try to define what the latter half of their season is going to look like. For Oklahoma City, it's continuing their dominance. For Sunflower, it's riding the ship as Sunflower comes away with the ball here. Tata plays all the way back to Zalesio. Zalesio combines with Arnaud out to Mitchell. Mitchell plays up looking for a hole, but not quite enough on the ball there. And now Oklahoma City will look to break with runners out on the left-hand side. And a foul after the ball had just gone away as Jimena Arnaud wasn't able to get her leg out of the way in time. As Oklahoma City will line up over this one with Kiki Smith. Smith, left-footed effort from distance just over McFarland's crossbar, but a nice effort from the center back who makes her trade at Oklahoma. As Alessio will ping it forward, looking for Guzman. Tata comes out on the break here. Tata looks up, tries to find Torres out on the outside, who thought the ball was going to be intercepted and had cut in, but ended up the ball just running out for a throw-in. But good attempt there for Sunflower to try and find some opportunity on the break as Riley Howard, the St. Louis Billiken, is taken down. Montoya will leave this one. As the ball breaks kindly here for Howard. Howard tries to skip past two. Great sliding challenge from Laura Torres, is going to dribble back to McFarland and goal. It was a fortuitous bounce after Stevens had slipped trying to take that free kick, the high school standout. The ball fortuitously fell to the feet of her teammate, Riley Howard, and she was able to beat one, but Torres with a nice sliding intervention to save Sunflower here as now Sunflower looks to break forward themselves. The ball finds its way out to Laura Torres. Torres, tricky on the ball as anyone on the pitch, goes back to Day. Mitchell keeps it just about, but ends up losing out on possession here. And now Oklahoma City looks to break, but just not quite on the same page there for Kiera Stevens, as she had stopped her run. And now Sunflower a little bit loose with the ball here. As cross comes in, stabbed away by Zalesio, but only as far as Katie Jones, who looks to play in. Now ball into the box, saved off the kick save from McFarland. Second ball in is going to be turned away, and Tata has a chance to break now. Great opportunity for OKC as Arnaud tries to spray it out to Guzman, but a great break there for Oklahoma City, and they found eventually Fultz in the box, whose snapshot was kick saved at the near post by McFarland to bail Sunflower out of a dangerous opportunity there. As now the ball pinballs around a little bit for Lara Torres to eventually stab forward. No call on the contact after the play there. As Jones sprays it out wide. Great intervention from Guzman out on the right-hand side. Now Hull applying pressure to the OKC backline, who try to play out here. Stevens. Howard, dispossessed by Torres. As Sunflower look to break here. The ball forward to Genevieve Hull. Hull out to Guzman. Guzman's first time ball in here finds Natalie Jones. Jones' first time shot off the post and out for a goal kick. Incredible transition there from Sunflower as they picked up the ball. And in the end, if that shot had cannoned in off the post, it wouldn't have counted for Natalie Jones, as the official's flag did just go up there on that far side. But a great bit of attacking play there from the UT Tyler midfielder, as OKC gets his reset here. Stevens gets it away as far as Mitchell. Kinoshita gives it away for Sunflower, but she's able to marshal it back to her goalkeeper, who no nonsense clearance into the stands. And Torres will send that out for a Sunflower throw in, a little bit of a painful one for both parties. As Day is dispossessed, but it finds the feet of Arnaud. Arnaud to Mitchell. Mitchell looks up, has Natalie Jones, but it's not quite going to get outside. As Hull picks it up, looking for options. Hull beaten to it. And as it looked to break here on the counter, but Fultz is never going to be favorite to that ball. And Sunflower looked to break here. Hull has gone here, but she's gone just a fraction of a second too early, and the flag will come up against the UMKC Rue. But good opportunity there, as she had found some space in between the center backs, but just had gone a fraction of a second too early. But good attacking intent from Sunflower, who have found some success with that ball over the top, as Oklahoma City looks to do the same thing, but Natalie Jones is there for Sunflower. OKC tries to stab one in there, but it's going to triple all the way through, and Hannah McFarland will collect happily. As Sunflower looks to get restarted with Torres on the ball. Akaya Day and Tata combining. Now out with Zalesio, who finds Jones. Jones combines with Hamina Arnaud. Early ball in, now looking for the run of Guzman, but it almost found its way through to Hull up top, but eventually is turned out for a Sunflower throw-in on the far side. But almost a fortuitous opportunity there for Sunflower, who's showing great signs moving forward here as they look to try and get their name on the score sheet first here, which would be important as a bad turnover here in the midfield. Ball is played forward. It's going to be a foot race here between Akayade, who pulls the defender back, still going, advantage played, shot taken from outside, and it is into the back of the net for Oklahoma City as a bad turnover in the midfield there is pounced on by Oklahoma City, who drove right through the heart of the defense, and forward makes no mistake there, putting that past the outrushing McFarland. The Sunflower gets reset here. And apologies for the goal score. The Oklahoma City outlined numbers do not make their way very well from the field to the booth. As McFarland sprays out looking for Torres, but just over the outstretched leg of the Mid-America Nazarene outside back. As Oklahoma City will be forced all the way back here as Hull puts pressure. The ball's turned over in the midfield only as far as Tata, who picks it up. Tata looking to combine. Great bit of defensive interference. Only going to get as far as Natalie Jones, who chips past one, tries to play the ball in, but it's going to go off the defender for the first Sunflower State corner kick of the day to be taken by Tata. I believe it was number 27, Narissa Foltz, who got the goal for Oklahoma City. As Sunflower will a brief pause for some attention for Natalie Jones. And Sunflower will temporarily play with 10. As Tata drives it in to the near post. Heads go up just over the head of Akayade, and now Oklahoma City look to break. But it's only going to go as far as Zalesio, who has time to play back to McFarland in goal. And now Jones will rejoin her teammates on the pitch, and Sunflower are back to full strength. Zalesio with a diagonal ball looking for the run of Guzman. It's flicked on, still finds the run of the Sunflower forward, whose shot is tame enough but almost spilled into the onrushing path of Jones, who had just come back onto the pitch. But another opportunity there as you see the Sunflower defenders looking for those early balls, as Zalesio is able to do just enough to get that up to Arnaud. But the ball was there for Guzman to run onto, and not quite enough of a clearance made. And she found herself with an opportunity to shoot, but effort a little bit too tame here, as now Arnaud has some space, tries to slide it through to Guzman, but unable to make the kind of contact she was looking for, and Kinoshita will come away with it. Sunflower look to play out of the back. Long ball cut out by Oklahoma City here, who now regain possession. Attempted early ball in will not find anyone in blue. And Kinoshita looks for options, finds Lara Torres. Akayade surveys, takes a safe route back to her goalkeeper, who gets restarted with Zalesio out wide. Zalesio tries to squeeze in Arnaud, but it's intercepted here for Oklahoma City, who takes a shot from distance, but never troubling the Missouri St. Louis goaltender, Anna McFarland, who put her hand up in apology for not quite playing that pass where she wanted, but Sunflower not punished in that instance, but just something to keep an eye on there, as Sunflower does like to play out of the back, and you've got to be on your game at all times if you're going to attempt that strategy that can be very helpful in the build-up, but one error can be punished. And Sunflower will throw in here, looking for the head of Mitchell, who flicks it on, looking for a hole. But it'll fall to Natalie Jones to restart for Sunflower. Tata loses her footing, but almost able to regain it here, as now Oklahoma City looks to break as Sunflower get numbers back behind the ball. And Oklahoma City resets here with Callie Sullivan on the ball. Good turn to escape from Arnaud, as now Oklahoma City has some space out on the left-hand side here to drive forward. But good interception there by Jones temporarily, but Oklahoma City still pressing forward. The ball turned over to Guzman. Hand off the arm of the Oklahoma City player, but play on here as Akaya Day looks to intervene. Oklahoma City now breaking forward here. Great sliding intervention from Amelia Zalesio, the UMKC youngster. One of the two sisters on the Sunflower roster, with Delphina surely to be seen here later. As ball goes out again for another Oklahoma City throw-in a little bit further up. As Tata does well to pull away, and the referee blows the whistle for a foul after the Mid-American Nazarene midfield maestro thought she had pulled it away cleanly, but it'll be a free kick for Oklahoma City here, and a great opportunity just right outside of the box, and a good angle to try and drive a ball towards the back post and see if either someone can deflect it or if it can make it through everyone and still be on goal. You see those sneak in the back post quite often, as Sunflower will put two in the wall. Ball floated to the back post over the heads of everyone, as not quite the service that they were looking for, but you saw the effort there to just float that up to the back post and use the size advantage that Oklahoma City has. Played up towards Hull. Hull and Guzman battling, but Kiera Stephen, as Guzman applies pressure. Good ball in, but pressure from Alexis Mitchell forces Oklahoma City back temporarily as they look to get the ball out to Howard over on this right-hand side. Riley Howard gets past Laura Torres. A great sliding intervention from Hamina Arnaud, and Sunflower will come out with a throw in here as Torres goes quickly looking for a hole. Back on the ball. Laura Torres looks to slip through Sabrina Guzman. Guzman, can she get to it first? The goalkeeper just gets there ahead of the onrushing Sunflower attacker, but Tata will pick up the ball here and look to restart, as Zalesia and Jones can't quite combine. And OKC will look to break through with the ball over the top here. Akaya Day racing back. Great bit of intervention this time, as she's able to take the ball off of Narissa Fultz, the former Arizona Wildcat, soon to be Oklahoma Sooner. And Oklahoma City will trot out for another corner. So far, you've seen them attack the back post with their size advantage. As the ball's floated in, headed away, as Molly Shepard had gotten her head on the ball, but unable to turn it goal bound. And Alexis Mitchell will spray it out to Zalesio to find Natalie Jones. Sunflower looks to break the first line of press here. McFarland under pressure, just gets it away. And Tata with time to turn. Tata sprays it out wide, looking for Lara Torres. Torres beats one. Finds Tata. Tata chips it up looking for Hull. Hull almost able to do enough to get on the end of it, but it'll eventually break all the way back, and Tata does a nice job of rising early and throwing off Foltz just enough. As Kinoshita goes forward for Torres. Lara. Into Arnaud. Arnaud with options in front. Looks for Hull, but it's stabbed all the way back and out for a corner kick. Fortuitously for Landry Alley, who didn't quite know much about that ball and stuck a toe out. Could have gone anywhere, and Kelly Sullivan was happy to chase it out for nothing but a incoming Tata corner kick. Ball in, headed out, finds the chest of Foltz, who looks up, tries to cut in, but Arnaud is there to win possession back for Sunflower, who just give it back away. And now Oklahoma look to break here. Ball gets out to Howard, gets past Torres' sliding challenge. Here comes Riley Howard out on the right-hand side. Skips past Kinoshita. Right-footed ball in. Stabbed away. And cleared out by Kinoshita. As Howard has gotten free on this right-hand side a few times and played a dangerous ball in. But that time's Akaya Day does just enough to get there in front of the on-rushing attacker. As Oklahoma City will make a couple of changes here. It is only 80 degrees here in Kansas City, but with impending storms, it is almost 80% humidity outside, so expect both teams to use the bodies that they have available to keep this game fresh as Oklahoma City gets us restarted here. Alexis Mitchell does great for Sunflower to track back and force the ball away, but another loose pass for Sunflower will go out for an Oklahoma City throw. Take it quickly. As the ball bounces around, eventually finds Mitchell, who gets it as far as an Oklahoma City player. Genevieve Holda as well to send it out for a throw. The ball played in here, but it's going to find the waiting arms of McFarland. But another good opportunity there for Oklahoma City, as London Hagen, the SMU commit, had made a nice run off the back shoulder, but too much pace on the ball as Yoshita gives it away there. Back heel looking for Hagen. Hagen unable to get past Tata. As Torres just able to keep it in. And now the flag will go up for a throw, as it looked like the MNU midfielder had kept it in. And now she slips, but Oklahoma City keeps possession. Yoshita away. And it falls to Tata. Tata with space. Cuts past one. But now the ball falls to Fultz, and Akaya Day does well to track back and dispossess the Oklahoma City forward. But another loose pass here will give Oklahoma City an opportunity. And a high boot going to be whistled there on Zalesio. As now Sunflower will make their first batch of changes, as Arnaud, Guzman, Zalesio, and Torres will all make their way off the pitch. Let's see, Delfina Zalesio on to replace her sister, along with Elijah Lidstrom, Luna Etienne, This ball's played short and try to drive it in, but nicely defended there by Alexis Mitchell. And Sunflower attempt to break forward there with Delfina Zalesio, who's taken down, and could have potentially seen the referee take further action there, as Sunflower was trying to break there. And Kiera Stevens, the Westmore High School standout, will head to the bench for her first break of the game. And here's Lidstrom. Elijah finds Luna. Etienne finds Tata, who returns it. Space for Luna Etienne, whose shot from distance is deflected out for another Sunflower corner. But an immediate attempt from the substitute, who gets on the pitch and decides to test her distance. A good strike will give Sunflower an opportunity here to set up a set piece opportunity, as it'll be right-footed. Cross driven in. Great ball is headed away at the near post. Lidstrom's first to it, able to get it back out to Zalesio, who does well to shield it out for a Sunflower throw. This will be Delfina Zalesio, whose right-footed cross is blocked for another Sunflower State corner. Zalesio, driven in, chested away and booted out. Only as far as Amelia Zalesio. As the Zalesios combine. But unable to advance it forward. As we pass 30 minutes played here in the first half, Oklahoma City leads on the scoreboard as it's flicked on there by Tata, looking for the run of Hull. Hull still chasing down, trying to apply pressure. Sunflower still applying pressure here. Luna Etienne tries to poke it away, and The referee calls for a tug despite the fact that both players were grappling, trying to race onto that ball. The ball will break through here as London Hagen tries to get on the end of it, but Akaya Day comes across to tidy up for Sunflower. And finds the feet of Hull. Hull to Etienne. Etienne, quick feet, go out for a Sunflower throw. As Day has Zalesio outside of her. Leaves it short, but still enough on it for the UMKC Rue to play it calmly back to her goalkeeper. Flicked on by the other Zalesio. And now Tata will find Mitchell in space. Mitchell with Etienne out wide of her. Etienne has options in front of her as Luna Etienne comes down the left-hand side. Etienne outside of the foot tries to poke it through to Tata, but Sunflower will retain possession here. Wardlaw finds Etienne. Early ball into the back post. Heads go up just over the heads of everyone, but it falls to Hull, who gets it out to Jones. Jones first time cross into the Lesio. Lesio takes it down. Saved, but it falls again to Mitchell. Blocked again. Tata's deflected ball is going to find Hull. Sunflower applying tons of pressure here on the Oklahoma City goal as Luna Etienne looks to beat, gets past one, still has it. Left-footed cross comes in, stabbed in. Zalesio, great save at the near post by Sullivan. As Callie Sullivan has been called upon twice and come up huge for Oklahoma City. What a stand there by the Oklahoma Sooner, who is standing on her head in the goal with two point-blank efforts. The first one able to slide out, make herself big, and the second one just quick reaction save to stop Zalesio from leveling this match here in the 32nd minute. But the best set of attacking play by Sunflower that we have seen today, as a couple of really nice combination passes into the midfield eventually sprung Luna Etienne out into a ton of space on this left-hand side, and she did well to skip past her defender and put a ball into the box. As Sunflower break again here and are whistled for a foul despite poking the ball away. And Oklahoma City will reset. As Hagen unable to get past Zalesio, who finds Day. Day's attempted pass to Tata is going to be cut out here. Now Oklahoma City look to break here, with Sunflower getting numbers back. Ball sprayed out wide here, and it'll be shepherded out by Luna Etienne. As Yamale Garcia just not quite able to catch up to that pass. Etienne. There'll be another throw for Sunflower. Sakaya Day goes out to Zalesio. Zalesio has numbers in front of her. Goes long looking for the delayed run of Tata, who will apply pressure and win a throw-in. Taken quickly here to the feet of Wardlaw. Wardlaw then blocks the attempted clearance. Oklahoma City's trying to get the ball out here, and eventually will get the ball. But Sunflower regains possession right at midfield and will look to come forward again here with 12 minutes left to play in this first half, as well as stoppage time. There's a nice pass through the lines there to eventually find Etienne out wide. Etienne skips past one, but great covering defending from Jaslyn Ferguson, the Oral Roberts midfielder. As Elijah Lidstrom goes all the way back to McFarland in goal. Day in space, able to turn, has options. Doesn't see Etienne, who was in acres of space out on this near side, as she's finding a pocket right in behind Valeria Romero, number 40, out here on this near side as the ball is played to McFarland, who not sure if she saw the on-rushing Oklahoma City player, but able to get it away as Tata now turns, has space. Tata drives, has options out on her left-hand side, will find Zalesio. Zalesio's touch inside will eventually find Alexis Mitchell, who can't quite get around the outside of the defender. And Sunflower will make a couple more substitutions here as both Natalie Jones and Genevieve Hull will go catch a breather. And Laura Torres and Maddie Lallman enter the pitch for the Sunnies as Tata brings it down in the box and is able to win another Sunflower corner. The couple of dangerous corners the last few times here for Sunflower, who aren't necessarily winning the initial cross, but Oklahoma City is not cleanly clearing the balls in either, and the second ball is falling to Sunnies in some pretty dangerous areas. As Tata will take this from the far side. Goes short to Torres, back to Tata. Tata lines up a left-footed cross, but it's blocked, and now Oklahoma City look to break here. As the ball gets itself out wide to Romero. Romero looks to break forward here all the way through, and a great ball, and now Oklahoma City's one-on-one here. Can McFarland come up big? McFarland comes up with a huge save in the center of the box there as Oklahoma City tries to go early, and now Sunflower's on the break here. This game is wide open as Luna Etienne sizes up her defender, tries to come back and just keep the ball, and eventually will win the ball off as Ferguson had gone to ground, but the referee happy to continue on. Stabbed forward by Day for Zalesio to run onto. Sunflower still applying pressure as Oklahoma City has made mistakes at the back when under pressure. It's an opportunity, and the flag will go up there for offside as Yamale Garcia had come back to challenge that from an offside position. Zakaya Day gets it back to Zalesio, who is dispossessed here. Zalesio tries to track back one-on-one. The goalkeeper does well to get the first touch, but the second one is going to slide past Hannah McFarland in goal, and Oklahoma City will double their advantage 2-0 here over Sunflower with a giveaway at the back, leading to another one-on-one. And a few minutes after Hannah McFarland came up huge to stop an Oklahoma City attack, she couldn't do it again, and Sunflower now find themselves down 2-0 in the 38th minute with the goal scored by Valeria Romero. Sunflower makes a change here before we get back underway here. Etienne combines with Kinoshita. Momoka goes out all the way to Zalesio. Zalesio goes long here with runners. Tata tries to flick it on here, but eventually falls to Delfina Zalesio. And the referee will whistle for a high boot from Tata. As Sullivan will get us underway. Torres first to that, able to head it up as Mitchell wins the ball in the midfield. The referee blows for a free kick for Oklahoma City. The violation I'm not quite sure of. They will have a free kick about 50 yards out from goal. So we have about 5 minutes left to play in this first half, plus whatever stoppage time. Oklahoma City with a 2-0 lead over Sunflower State. As the ball's played in here, looking for an on-rushing Oklahoma City player, but it'll break out here with Zalesio finding Tata. Tata behind Wardlaw as now Oklahoma City looks to break here. Ball floated to the back post, finds Romero, whose first-time effort is not what she was looking for. And Sunflower will live to restart. As Kinoshita under pressure here is McFarland, but able to get it out to Wardlaw, who plays it off the Oklahoma City player for a throw-in. You see Sunflower not deterred from trying to keep the ball and build out from the back even after the error leading to the last goal. As another loose pass here, and now Romero will try to break out on the right-hand side here. Has runners in front, goes early. And that'll be out for what should be a goal kick. The assistant referee pointed for a goal kick, but the referee is overruling his assistant despite the difference in proximity. Left-footed ball played in. McFarland flaps at it, but is able to regain the second bounce there. Fortunate bounce for the Sunflower goalkeeper, who had come off her line to grab that initial cross and wasn't able to quite get to the ball through the sea of bodies, but the second one falls right to the Missouri St. Louis goaltender. As now Sunflower looks to move advance the ball with Jules Wardlaw, the Washburn University midfielder. And Oklahoma City will make a couple of changes here before halftime. Stevens will try again. Dealt with again by Wardlaw. And Zalesio eventually gets it out to Jules Wardlaw. Wardlaw looks to break forward, trying to find the feet of Tata, but eventually Sunflower will press back here and the ball will find the feet of Tata, who's surrounded by blue uniforms, but eventually Jules Wardlaw is able to get the ball to Laura Torres. Torres, first time ball in, is behind Tata, who almost does brilliantly to bring that under control, but now Oklahoma City has a chance to break until Torres is able to get a toe on the ball. Great play by Laura. Hopeful ball floated in there looking for the run of Lallman, but the goalkeeper spills it. Lallman shot into the back of the net. What an attempt there by Maddie Lallman, who stays with it and gets one back for Sunflower. Sunflower State goal scored in the 44th minute by number 12, Maddie Lallman. And that's just the kind of break that Sunflower needed there before half to get themselves back in. As ball's played over the top, a dangerous ball that Sunflower has tried to exploit for most of this first half, but that time the goalkeeper came out and collected it, but great bit of play from Maddie Lallman to apply pressure, and that pressure just made the goalkeeper think about it for a second, and that lapse in concentration had the ball squirt through, and Lallman was Johnny on the spot to not only pick that ball up, but to be able to slide it in from a tight angle. It was by no means an easy finish for Lallman, as now Tata almost able to get on that one, and Wardlaw will try to keep it in, but it'll be out for an Oklahoma throw here, as we have just under a minute before we reach the 45 played. As Alessio intervenes there and is taken down from behind. That should be another booking. that goes by the wayside. Zalesio still on it. And the young UMKC Rue wins another throw in for Sunflower. As that ball will find its way across Ward Parkway and right to Brush Creek. As we hit 45 minutes played into stoppage time. Oklahoma City looking to break forward to the end here, but that ball went out of play. And we'll see if Sunflower can muster up one last attack here, as Laura Torres has a throw in on the far side. Torres looking for options. Goes to the goal scorer Lallman, but she's unable to quite bring that under her control, and Sunflower will try again with another throw in here. Zalesio just about keeps it, but Sunflower will be able to retain possession here with Amelia Zalesio, who sprays it forward, finds the chest of Tata, who does well to keep possession here, and great reverse pass to Lidstrom, who tries to slide it through to Zalesio, but is unable to get it around and will be whistled for the foul after the ball's gone away. In Oklahoma City with a free kick here in the dying embers of the first half. Ball floated forward. Dealt with just enough by Lidstrom as it breaks through to Zalesio now. And Wardlaw will go out wide to Torres, who has acres of space out on the far side. Laura Torres looks up for options. We'll play it to Mitchell. Mitchell forward to the goal scorer Lallman, who finds the feet of Laura Torres. Torres able to shimmy past one and hits it out for an Oklahoma throw-in. As Oklahoma goes quickly, Lidstrom able to poke it away. Zalesio in time to turn and run at the goal. Zalesio, left-footed shot is blocked and going to be collected there by Callie Sullivan. Almost another fortuitous bounce for Sunflower as the whistle goes to the mouth of the referee here, who surely will blow the whistle. And he does here to end the first half here at Pembroke Hill as Sunflower trails Oklahoma City 1-2. Well, thank you for turning into this first half. We will be back on the other side of this break for the second half of the Soccer Saturday Sunflower doubleheader here at Pembroke Hill. We'll see you on the other side. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare to kick off the second half action here at Pembroke Hill School in Kansas City, Missouri for this WPSL Heartland Division matchup between the visiting Oklahoma City FC and your Sunflower State FC Sunnies. Oklahoma City is clinging to a 2-1 lead over Sunflower after they found themselves up 2-0 at the back of goals from Narissa Foltz and Jaslyn Ferguson. But Sunflower was able to claw one back just before the half, as Maddie Lallman was able to chase down an attempted long ball and put the goalkeeper under just enough pressure to flub her lines, and Lallman got on the end of the loose ball and was able to tuck it home from a tight angle to set up what should be a very entertaining second half here between two teams sitting at the top different ends of the table, but with the same amount of intensity here as we get underway in the second half here. Would be remiss as we are at Pembroke not to give a shout out to Sunflower State assistant coach Matt Pritchard and his Pembroke girls varsity team who captured the Missouri 1A state title today. So well done, Pritch and ladies. As Genevieve Holes flick on will find Zalesio. Zalesio plays quick with Tata, who goes over the top here looking for the run of Laura Torres. Torres able to get onto the end of it, tries to cut back, but ends up playing it off of her plant foot, unfortunately, to go out for a throw-in. But a great ball there over the top finds the on-rushing Laura Torres. And now the ball will fall to Zalesio at the top of the box. Zalesio looking for options, gets it out to Kinoshita, who hits it all the way back to the back post looking for Natalie Jones, but Oklahoma City will get it as far as Zalesio, who surveys. Zalesio's ball in, goes for the attempted bicycle kick for her sister, but it's now going to be dispatched out, and Oklahoma City will look to break here. Great defending there from Lidstrom, as she is able to just get in between the ball and the attacker, but Oklahoma City will still look to break here with Landry Alley, who gives it away here to Zalesio, who has runners, attempts to find hole, but now a aggressive tackle there from Delphina Zalesio will go out for a throw-in. And Kiki Smith, the Oklahoma Sooner, will take for the visitors. So throw-in looking for the run of Alley. Alley and Zalesio battle, and Zalesio will come out of that duel the winner. And Sunflower will restart with a goal kick. Hannah McFarland on the ball. McFarland, who had a couple of huge saves on one-on-one opportunities for Sunflower, as Zalesio tries to head it on to Hull, and now they'll go forward here up the left-hand channel here. Laura Torres with a chance to run onto this ball that maybe wasn't intended for her, but will force Oklahoma City to take a throw-in from deep in their own territory, and that'll be the youngster, Kiara Stevens, who trots over to take it. False to Zalesio. Zalesio, with options in front of her, runs into Stevens, but Laura Torres will come out with the ball. Torres, quick feet, pirouettes past one, left-footed cross in, but the flag goes up on the far side that the ball had just run off the pitch, but you got a sense of the flair that Laura Torres is capable of, and the kind of flair that has been on display for Sunflower for the past few seasons, as she has played all over the pitch, employed today as the left wing back. And Torres goes to the ground, wins the ball cleanly. Zalesio's ball will find Jones, whose first-time effort is 3 points for the Raiders, as it sails through the uprights for an Oklahoma City goal kick. But you can see Sunflower's strategy here is as soon as an Oklahoma City defender gets the ball under their control, it is an immediate counter press trying to win the ball high up the pitch. And the moment that second ball breaks to a Sunflower player, their heads are immediately up looking for that run. As the ball will now find Hull. Hull's got Jones outside of her. Natalie Jones takes it down, looks for options, goes outside, cuts back in, through one, cuts in, still going. Natalie Jones, left-footed cross to the back post, is headed out as far as Genevieve Hull. Hull tries the shot. It's deflected, but will go to Tata, who has pressure, but gets it out to Jones in space. Jones looks to try again. Right-footed cross into the middle of the box, just out the range of Guzman, and it'll be hit out for a Sunflower throw-in, but really love to see the effort and intensity from Sunflower moving forward to start the second half, as they seem to be the team most likely to get next on the score sheet, which is exactly what you're hoping for as a Sunflower State fan as they try to get back into this one. And Lidstrom will do just enough there to keep any real danger from forming, but it will be an Oklahoma throw-in on the far side there. As now Oklahoma City looks to break forward, and Narissa Foltz is taken down from behind there as she tried to wriggle her way through a couple of Sunnies. As Oklahoma City comes forward here on the outside with Jones, who took a bit of a forearm shiv and went down under pressure there to win a free kick for Oklahoma City, about 30 yards out on the right-hand side here. Ball played into the near post, collected well by Hannah McFarland, who read that all the way and looks to go quickly here out to Hull. Hull, great touch, is able to bring that down. Pirouettes through two, great spin, now gets fast and looks to spray out Natalie Jones, but it's just going to be outside of her reach. But the referee will blow for the foul as Sunflower lost their advantage there. But excellent feat by Genevieve Hull, the UMKC Roo. And now the attempted quick free kick is blocked by the Oklahoma City player after they'd already kicked the ball away before that free kick was taken. But we'll restart with nothing but a throw-in. And now Oklahoma City looks to go quickly. And Lidstrom in a battle does just enough to keep that away from Hagen. As Sunflower just jumping on those passing lanes, trying anything they can to force a turnover and look to break quickly. As Tata comes out with it, juggling down the sideline, taken down from behind. That'll be another Sunflower free kick. Here's McFarland. Goes long, finds the feet of Guzman, who combines with Zalesio with Wardlaw in space. Jules Wardlaw drives forward, looks to play in Laura Torres, making a run out on that left-hand side, but just a little bit too much as that ball will roll all the way through to Callie Sullivan in the Oklahoma City goal, but good opportunity there for the Sunnies, who broke forward, and those runs off the back shoulder of the outside backs by the Sunflower wing backs have been there all day, and they continue to try to exploit those to start off this second half as Wardlaw commits the foul, and Oklahoma City starts quickly here. Oklahoma City breaking down the right-hand side. Intervention there from Torres, but a bit of a jersey pull had occurred before that by Zalesio. Sunflower with 2 in the wall. Left-footed cross floated in, flicked on, but into the waiting arms of the Sunflower keeper. As that was Landry Alley, the former Ole Miss Rebel, now making her way out to Coastal Carolina. Played forward by Zalesio, but unable to keep it on the pitch there as she tried to curve that around for Natalie Jones. And Oklahoma City will restart us with a throw-in the 55th minute here. 10 minutes played into the second half. It has been an open and back-and-forth affair as both teams are desperate to be the next ones on the score sheet here to determine how the end of this game. And another great slip-through ball there by Tata's going to find Laura Torres out on the wide side. She finds Guzman's feet. Guzman turns inside, looks for options. Lidstrom with pressure on will help it on its way now out to Zalesio with time and space. Zalesio finds Natalie Jones in space. Jones looking for options, gets to the bylines, crosses into the back post. Guzman's header into the area, almost finds Guzman, but able to be brought down by Hull. Zalesio, I think, found herself with a little bit more time on the ball in an area she's not necessarily accustomed to, and the kind of cross shot chipped ball through will go out for a goal kick. But the tackles are flying in here from both teams as there's a lot to play for. And Zalesio will do just enough. Here's Hull, who helps it on. Delfina Zalesio goes through the wickets. Great play by Delfina Zalesio there as she finds Wardlaw, who loses out in possession. Now Oklahoma City looks to break here. Scott goes out wide. Ball played forward here, looking for the run of Fultz, but Emiliana Del Zalesio is able to get across there, and her sliding challenge turns away the Oklahoma striker. As now OKC will make the first sub of this second half. Throw in taken here into the box. Laura Torres comes away with it and just hits it out. But it took a deflection off of an Oklahoma City player. So it'll be a throw in for Sunflower on the left-hand side. Taken quickly here with Lidstrom in some space. Lidstrom looks to send Jones out, asking a lot of the UT Tyler midfielder. Tata stabs it away, but only as far as Landry Alley, who does well. And Hannah Montoya. As OKC is forced backwards. And Stevens' attempted pass forward will go out. Here's Torres, able to get past one. Great touch inside from Guzman. And now the ball all the way through here for Natalie Jones, who's going to get on the end of this one. Jones chased down, but has options in front of her. Cross in, looking for the run of Hull, but just over her head. Can Laura Torres keep it in? Torres on the far side, able to bring it under control. Finds Alessio, who tries to turn past one, but an outstretched leg by Katie Jones for Oklahoma City. As now a ball's played into the box. It's flicked on. Tata thought about lining up for a shot, but it'll fall to Zalesio, who does well to bring it under her control. Zalesio tries to go forward to her sister, but Sunflower will keep possession. And now Kinoshita out to Natalie Jones. Finds Zalesio, who goes wide to Lidstrom. Elijah surveying. We'll just take the safe route back to McFarland. Sunflower showing a little bit of possession here now as McFarland goes forward looking for Torres, but not enough juice on that ball to get all the way out wide to the wingback. And great bit of play there by Guzman to disrupt the midfield, almost able to win the ball back. And now the ball will make its way out wide here for OKC, who's drive forward with numbers. Torres races back. Ball played through here. Cross, and it hits the post and comes back out and is dealt out by Elijah Lidstrom for a corner kick, but a dangerous four-way forward there for Oklahoma City. Finds themselves time and space in the box. The stabbed effort across was maybe a shot, maybe a cross, but just trying to get it into a dangerous area, and it cannons off of the far post dangerously across the Sunflower goal, but fortunately Lidstrom's there to turn it away for just a corner kick now as OKC looks to take this in as we run over an hour played here. Driven into the penalty spot. It'll fall to Tata in the box, who will just get it out, but only as far as Stevens, and stabbed forward again. And McFarland will happily collect and gets the ball to Zalesio to begin the Sunflower attack. Zalesio finds Guzman, who flicks it on, looking for Hole. Here's Landry Alley on the ball. Alley with a couple of step overs, battles with Wardlaw, who does well to run her off the pitch, and that ball went out of play. Sunflower wants to go quick, but the referee will stop for substitutions for both teams as Lara Torres makes her way off. And Torres replaced by the goal scorer, Lauman, who goes up top, and that'll see Genevieve Hull take up that left wing back position now for Sunflower. And now OKC will get a chance to make their substitution. Stevens throws in. It's going to be cut off here by Guzman. Guzman just unable to bring that under control here, but Tata has it taken off of her in the midfield. Oklahoma City looks to break forward here. Cuts in looking for the run of Fultz. Fultz is going to get on the end of this one. Doesn't have many options in front of her. Tata turns. Has Jones in space out wide if she can get to the end of this. She does just about get there, but it's off the OKC player and cannons off of Jones for a throw-in. As Alessio comes away with the ball, but dispossessed by Ali. Ball stays in. But the flag is up as Landry Alley had come back from an offside position there. And sprayed forward there by Zalesio, who hangs her head as she's just unable to keep that in play. The young Sunflower defender, and OKC will make a couple more changes here as Ali and Montoya will make their ways off the pitch. 64 minutes played here. Sunflower still trailing 2-1 to Oklahoma City, but Sunflower's had a few good half chances here in the second half to try and draw level, including an effort off the post, but OKC has also seen an effort cannon off the post and had opportunities to go up 2 goals again and restore that advantage as Tata flicks it on here for Lallman, who's just let down by the touch off the thigh there, and Sunflower will look to try and win it back here high up the pitch. Zalesio's taken down as she might have just caught a inadvertent elbow there. And we'll restart here with Zalesio in space. As the lights tick on here at Pembroke, Zalesio, right foot driven cross. Doesn't quite make the contact she was looking for to try and drive that to the back post, and instead it'll be collected at the near post by Sullivan. And Oklahoma City will look to take a little bit of the sting out of this game here as they boot the ball forward. Zalesio's header is going to cannon off of the Oklahoma City attacker, and Sunflower will try to go quickly here with Ozaki. Ozaki's ball just about slides through to Zalesio as the Arizona Western midfielder attacker is able to track back now and win the ball back. Great play there by Cannon Ozaki as Jones has space. Plays in Ozaki, but she's not going to be able to get on to the end of that one as the passes for Sunflower just a little too loose in spots here this evening as they try to build up with measured and controlled attacking pace. It's been the frantic turnovers and quick balls as we have here Tata picking up possession that have led to most of the dangerous Sunflower attacks here, and now Hull out in space here as she's moved out to that wing-back position. Booted forward there by Kinoshita. Pressure applied by Sunflower here as they try to win the ball back, but great bit of interplay here from Oklahoma City, and now they look to break here as Zalesio's deflected ball is out of the reach of Lallman, who has returned to the pitch, the Sunflower goal scorer. Lindstrom heads away and finds the feet of Tata. Tata, nice turn in the midfield here. Finds Zalesio. Zalesio back to Tata, whose first time ball here looking for Ozaki is just a little too forceful, but you saw the opportunity there for another intricate bit of build-up play that we've seen a few times in this game, especially at the feet of Tata, who is the maestro in that Sunflower midfield looking to make everything happen. Good play here by OKC as they look to break out on the side, but Zalesio will watch that run out, and Zalesio tries to go quick again and is defeated by her team making a substitution as Cannon Ozaki and Delfina Zalesio will make their way off, as will Natalie Jones, who has certainly done her share of running in this second half out on this right-hand side. Zalesio flicks it on here. Lallman looking to run onto it there, but it'll find the feet of Arnaud, who's back on the pitch here. Hamina Arnaud taken down from behind, and the referee will blow for a foul, and Sunflower will have a great opportunity here. It'll be Amelia Zalesio, the UMKC defender, looking to play this one in. Not the best delivery as she can't beat the first player here. Now they look to spring here on the break as Lallman is back defending. Does excellent. Does the Sunflower forward, who is not in her preferred position and up against an excellent attacker. And she does great to track back and not only dispossess the Oklahoma City player, but win possession for Sunflower as Zalesio tries to skip through too many players. Gets away with a quick tug of the jersey. Now ball over the top here looking for the run of Fultz, but that one is always going to run through to McFarland. And Zalesio will restart for Sunflower again. Flicked on by Lallman. Almost finds the feet of Delfina Zalesio. Early ball driven to the back post is just about dealt with by Hamina Arnaud, who wisely let it run through and earns a throw in as OKC will make another change here. McFarland calmly comes out and controls her area as he attempted ball forward from OKC. They go long here looking for the head of Tata. And eventually it will fall to Zalesio, who goes out to Arnaud. Arnaud, the Northwest Missouri State wingback. Skip is able to beat one. Tries to thread it through, but it's cut out, and now a couple of subs will be made, and Oklahoma City will change keepers as Callie Sullivan's night will end here in the 71st minute, and she'll be replaced by Brianna Wooten, the Oklahoma Christian University goalkeeper. Sullivan, who had a couple of really wonderful reaction saves to keep her team ahead at the end of the second half, as Tata comes out almost the winner of that duel in the midfield, and Sunflower look to restart quickly here with Zalesio down the line. I couldn't quite tell if that ball ever actually made it onto the pitch, but it'll be a OKC throw-in. It's also Alexis Mitchell, who does well to track back and take the ball off of Narissa Fultz. Now Kinoshita's attempted pass for Tata is turned over, and OKC looks to break, but Kinoshita does well to earn a free kick for her team. Here's Zalesio charging forward. Attempted ball into Arnaud. Just a little too hot to handle. Ball just went off the pitch before Kiki Smith was able to hit it forward. Now Sunflower looked to go quick, but too many balls on the pitch. Zalesio looking for the run of day. Akaya Day able to ride one challenge. She takes the second challenge, but the referee says nothing doing. Mild, if any, protests from the MNU defender. As Tata has the ball just outside the box. Throw in is cleared. Sunflower will try again. And now Oklahoma will make another substitution, as they're just about disrupting any rhythm Sunflower can try to find late in the game here. Now here's Tata on the ball, finds Arnaud. Zalesio, ball into the box. It's going to be booted away. Turned over here. Early ball in. Ball finds its way through here to Fultz. Fultz running through. Has great play by Momoka Kineshita, the Indian Hills Community College defender who has been all over the place at the back for Sunflower today, was able to get across and save her goalkeeper from having to make another one-on-one sub, as Oklahoma City will again make a substitution here as Sunflower tries to find some rhythm, but with a substitution, just about every dead ball makes it a tough ask. Zalesio brings it down, able to beat one, beats two. Zalesio still on the ball here, has options. Zalesio cuts outside, looks up, and it just has it taken off of her at the last second as she was looking to drive that in left-footed. And now Sunflower will rush out to try and take this quick, but OKC is wise to it. Goes short to Tata at the top of the box. Tata in space. Tata cuts in, back to her left foot. Doesn't have an opportunity to shot. Now gets on the right foot. Shot. Goal! Tata Teixeira equalizes for Sunflower in the 76th minute. Goal! Sunflower State FC scored by number 10, Tata Teixeira. Excellent bit of work there from the Mid-America Nazarene midfield maestro, who finds herself at the top of the box and acres of space and goes to get that right-footed shot off the first time. She's closed down, cuts it back to the left. The angle's not there, cuts it back to the right, and just unleashes a beautiful curled shot to the back post, where you saw Brianna Wooten, who's come on in goal, didn't even move because she knew there was nothing she could do about that as she watched it nestle into the back of the net. And Sunflower finds themselves even on the scoreline here, 2-2, with 14 minutes and some change left here in this game. Can Sunflower find their first victory of the season and do it in a big, big way against a team that has not lost this year, a team that won the division last year, and really send a statement? With Oklahoma City here now looks to break through. They have a mind of what they would like to happen here, as a foul is going to be called and a yellow card is going to be issued here to the Sunflower State defender. That is Akaya Day. Yellow card should be 7 minutes. Sunflower State number 3, Akaya Day. As Day knew she had just been beaten there and threw a shoulder in and took down the Oklahoma City winger before she was able to get into an area to try to play in a dangerous ball. Now Sunflower will look to defend this set piece and make that booking worth it for Akaya Day. It's 2 in the wall. Ball's driven in, caught at the near post there by McFarlane, as she was always going to be first to that. Tries to play quickly there to Tata, but it's going to fall to Zalesio, whose attempted clearance only goes as far as an Oklahoma City player. Is now referee awards it to Oklahoma City, who tries to go quickly. Great feet as she wriggles between 1, 2. And Oklahoma City will go back here and look to get a ball into the box. But that'll go out of play, as Momoka Kineshita had come across and was there to cover. And Sunflower will make another change here. And Hamina Arnaud will head back to the sideline, and Natalie Jones will come resume her position out here at right wing back. Jones hopefully able to go to the bench and grab a bit of second wind, as she has been up and down the pitch on this right-hand side and a real source of danger for Sunflower as they look to try to grab all 3 points late, as Tata battles, is able to bounce off 1-2 and see it out for a throw-in. Flicked on by Alexis Mitchell. Dan Lallman will charge down, but the ball will fall through here as Zalesio will be put under pressure. Goes to ground well, and excellent tackle there will not only win the ball, but play it off of the Oklahoma City attacker for a Sunflower throw-in. And Emiliana Zalesio has been all over the place for Sunflower as her attempted pass is just a bit too far in front of her sister. Alexis Mitchell tries to win it back here, but it's skipped through here. Zalesio not able to get on the end of this one. Lidstrom coming across, trying to defend. Genevieve Hull back, and now Hull will get called for the foul from behind and be awarded a yellow card and join Day in the book. Sunflower State number 9, Genevieve Hull. This will be a dangerous opportunity for Oklahoma City. About 21, 22 yards out. Should be just enough distance to allow them to try to get that ball over the wall and back down. As McFarland sets up a 4-woman wall and takes her place in the center of the goal. Ball in, just beyond the outside post, and I think McFarland got a fingertip to that. Great save by Hannah McFarland, the Missouri University of St. Louis goaltender, able to get down quickly to her right-hand side and get a paw on that to stick it just wide of the post. And Sunflower will make another sub here. It'll be Alexis Mitchell, who makes way for Laura Torres. As Torres comes on to offer another attacking threat on that left-hand side. But first a corner to deal with. Floated into the back post. And calls for offside, but it'll be a throw-in that Torres looks to take quickly. Laura Torres makes her way a little too far up the pitch for the referee's liking, and now we'll restart here as Kaya Day is able to stab it away once, twice, 3 times is nice. Now pressure from Lallman, the same way that led to the goal. There's a turnover here as Hull takes a bump in the back here. It finds Torres out wide. Torres trying to get on the end of it, but she's taken down from behind as she attempts to poke that forward, and it'll be a free kick for Sunflower just inside their attacking half. Lidstrom. Ball's deflected and turned over here, but OKC has to just try to go long and clear their lines, and we'll give a chance for Kinoshita to pick up possession, but unable to keep it in bounds is Momoka. And OKC will make yet another substitution. Lidstrom. Challenging on the outside. And is able to win a foul, yes, for Sunflower out on the far side, as Elijah Lidstrom able to get herself in between the ball and the OKC attacker. Lidstrom, ball forward, finds the feet of Hull. Is dispossessed, but will quickly be forced out for a Sunflower throw-in as they regain possession. Torres finds the feet of Tata, who combines nicely with Alessio, who's taken down both players from behind. No action from the referee. Ball driven in by Shita, but only as far as Oklahoma City, who now here look to break. Ball played forward looking for the run of Fultz, but it's cut out. And we'll go back to McFarland in goal. Handing McFarland ball forward looking for Alessio. Just unable to get up and attack that. And now Sunflower are caught on the counter here as Oklahoma City out wide. Early ball driven in along the ground. Ball into the near post and tapped in at the back post for what just might be the winner for Oklahoma City. As space opened up in behind on that outside right-hand channel, and a low-driven ball that seemed to maybe have been out too far runs all the way through to the back post, and it's tapped in. Oklahoma City goal scored in the 86th minute by number 8, Riley Howard. The Sunflower attempts to break forward there with Lallman running on to the end of another long ball. And now Sunflower find themselves with 4 minutes plus stoppage time to try and claw back into this once again to see what are very well deserved at least 1 point in their column here tonight after what has been their best display of the season in a game against the best competition they've played this season. As Kiki Smith will throw it in for OKC to Howard, the goal scorer, dispossessed by Jones. Her ball forward here is looking for the run of Lallman, but it's turned away for a Sunflower throw. Taken quickly here. The Zalessios look to combine. And it'll be Fultz here. Fultz tries to play Romero into space, but just a bit out in front of her strike partner. And now Howard will restart us with another throw on this near side. Fultz cuts inside, drives one, but it's off the back of Lidstrom. And now Akaya Day will be whistled for the push on Hannah Montoya, the Dallas Baptist midfielder. Ball floated to the back post, but no Oklahoma City player really making that run. This Day finds Zalessio. Zalessio with some space, has Jones running in front of her. Ball played through here, Lallman willing runner, and it'll just be heaved out. And Sunflower will look to start quickly. Jones combines with Hull. And Natalie Jones, Akaya Day loses out here to Fultz. And Howard will play it forward here to Romero, but Teixeira does a nice job tracking back, and ball played forward here looking for the run of Fultz. Fultz has not got a ton of numbers with her here as Zalessio does just enough, and now she'll try a drive from distance, but nothing short of catching practice for McFarland. As we creep in on the 90th minute here, Akaya Day picks it up in midfield, sprays it out, looking for Natalie Jones, but Riley Howard's there for Oklahoma. And just content to slow that down, but she'll turn it over here to Lara Torres. And now Lidstrom loses out, but regains possession from Fultz. Ball forward, finds Lallman. And eventually helped on its way to Lidstrom under some pressure, but calmly goes back to her goalkeeper. And now Sunflower has a chance to attack here with some space on this right-hand side. Early ball, driven, looking for the run of Hull. And Jones able to get in the way. Keeps it, Natalie Jones. Still battling, still battling. And Jones goes over the top of Howard there, showing off her hurdle impression. As we hit 90 minutes played here, we are now up to the leisure of tonight's referee for how much more we will play. Header won by Tata. As far as Akaya Day, who hoofs it forward, and Hull will on run. Day with time. And it'll just be hoofed forward, but Zalesio takes it down nicely and finds Kinoshita in space. Kinoshita driven forward here, looking for the run. Is Zalesio, who almost is able to get there in front of the goalkeeper, but Brianna Wooten still quick to the pace of the game despite coming on as a substitute goalkeeper. Headed forward by Howard, and Zalesio will chase it down. As the referee checks his watch. Here's Akaya Day. Lidstrom, long looking for Hull. Now Oklahoma City will look to just hold out in the corner, but a great play by Lidstrom to just poke it off of Fultz. And now Sunflower's got to go quickly here. Not much time left as they've got to get this ball forward. Now Day. Sunflower can't get this ball to drop out of the air to a yellow jersey. As you see Alden Harrington attempt to run through there, and the referee will blow the whistle for full time here at Pembroke Hill. Oklahoma City victorious 3-2 over Sunflower. Full time scores Sunflower State 2, Oklahoma City FC 3. Heartbreaking defeat for the Sunnies, who had done brilliantly to claw back from a 2-0 deficit and equalize the game after goals from Maddie Lallman and Elijah Lidstrom equalized for Sunflower, but an 88th minute winner to break the backs of Sunflower, as the Sunnies will fall to 0-4-0 and remain in 6th place here in the Heartland Division. Sunflower ladies are next in action here next Saturday against FC Wichita at Mid-America Nazarene. It will be broadcast as always here on our Sunflower YouTube, but we thank you all for tuning in here for this Sunflower Soccer Saturday doubleheader, as we saw the men's team victorious 3-2 earlier against Springfield FC, and the Sunflower ladies fall 3-2 here to Oklahoma City FC. But we will see you guys in the next broadcast. As always, thank you for tuning in, and up the Sunnies.